Good afternoon, everybody. So it's day 3 of neck, shoulders and upper thoracic. And today I want to talk about the importance of the hands and feet. So we did talk about it yesterday, but they really have a correlation to the shoulders and the upper thoracic. Now I'm going to reference a very famous surgeon called Niall Galloway. And he is an associate professor of urology. And he does all sorts of women's pelvic floor exercises. And I listened to one of his lectures live a few years ago in Biotensegrity, where he talked about embryology and the development of the fetus. Now, when the fetus develops, according to Niall, and I do agree with this as well, the humeral head and the hip head tends to be a reflection of each other. So the way the humeral head sits, the way the femur head sits tends to reflect each other in infant development and in embryology growing upwards. So with that in mind, I want you to stand on your mat and I want you to spread your feet as much as you can. Start with your palms facing forwards. And we're just going to start by turning the palms to go one way. Look how the back rounds, and then turn them to go the opposite way and they open. Now, not always, but sometimes if there's restriction in the internal and external rotation of the shoulders, there will be a restriction in the internal external rotation of the femur head. So that's where I'm coming from today with that reference. And I'm letting my whole shoulder and scapular and thoracic girdle go with me. And this is a simple exercise you can do at home. And it's a low level turning on the taps. Now, if you do any sort of movement, whether it's Pilates, yoga, CrossFit, cycling, again, everybody's hips and everybody's shoulders are completely different. So as above, so is below, and everything that's going on in the shoulder girdle will reflect down onto the hips. So this is a yoga asana or a posture from Pilates that I'm going to show you. And the normal positioning would be fingers facing in. But for me, this is me personally, I'm quite rounded and I'm quite tight in my shoulders. So in order to get opening, I'm going to rotate the hands to go out. I'm going to plant my feet on the floor so that when I lift up into this bridge position, like so, or the more traditional from Joe Pilates, like so, I've got more of an opening in that shoulder. And again, everybody's different, so we do adapt to the individual. That's so important. So have a little go of that exercise. You can increase the intensity by holding some light weights or some heavy weights. I'm going to use this kettlebell on one arm, and I'm just going to rotate it to go out and then rotate the opposite way. And I'm letting my whole thoracic basket go with me. So that's your day 3, guys. Have a go. And if you're enjoying my top tips, do share them, because if you know people who are sat at the desk or working from home all day, or you sat at home working from home all day on an unsuitable desk height, poor ergonomics in your chair, this will help you get some relief. And you can buy my 7-day online program, which is shoulders, thoracic and neck and all upper extremity. And they are nice short sequences that you can realistically fit in each day. So have a look at my online program. If you want more analysis, I do a full 4-hour consultation where I go through everything from primal movement patterns to infant development. I get you to fill in 2 weeks of paperwork, and that is a 4-hour CHEK consult. So I am distributing that paperwork now. It takes a minimum of 2 weeks to go through because it's so thorough. So whatever you're up to around the world, everybody, have a brilliant afternoon and evening, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.